Oh, here we go.
So as I pack up her house, let's talk about my good friend Gabby. She is a full-time mom of two, full-time professional, full-time everything. She tries to do the best she can for those that she loves. So when her husband got an incredible job opportunity, one that would shift their lives in the best possible way, they had to say yes. It was the right decision, but it came with a catch. They had less than 3 months to uproot everything and move. And I don't mean just boxes. I mean, every single layer of their life needed to be out of their home in 3 months. And if you've ever moved, especially with kids, you know it's not just a logistical challenge. It's emotional. It's disorienting. It is exhausting on every level. And still, life doesn't slow down just because your world is shifting. The job doesn't pause. The kids still need bedtime stories. Meetings need to be attended. And emotions, they still need to be held. I offered to help her early on, and she gave me that smile, you know, the one that says, thank you and please don't at the same time. She said, I've got it. And I believed her because she can handle hard things. But I also know something else. Just because you can carry it alone doesn't mean you're meant to. We live in a culture that is obsessed with doing it all, especially women. Be strong, be capable, be independent. Don't complain, don't break, don't ask. And that isn't strength. That's isolation in disguise. God didn't wire us for that. Galatians 6:2 says, carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Not wait until they ask, not only when it's convenient. It simply says, carry each other. Because this is how we fulfill the law of Christ. Not by doing big things, but by doing real things. And I think about Jesus, who carried the weight of the world, literally. And even he wasn't made to carry the cross alone. In Luke 23:26, Simon of Cyrene was pulled from the crowd to help. God wrote that into the story. He didn't need to. Jesus was God, but he did it to show us something. That being helped isn't a failure. It's a feature of how we're meant to live. So when my friend was too overwhelmed to ask, I just showed up. Not with a big speech, not with some hero complex, just with a broom, a trash bag, and a heart that said, you do not have to do this by yourself. There's actually something sacred about showing up in the mundane, doing dishes, folding clothes, sweeping corners. It's not glamorous, but it's real love. And I wonder how many of us are starving for this kind of help, but we've told ourselves we're not allowed to need it. Because we've been raised to believe that needing help is a sign of failure, or worse, a burden to those around us. But hear me, you are not a burden, you are not too much, and you're definitely not supposed to hold it all together all of the time. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10 says, 2 are better than 1. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. That's not just some beautiful poetry, that's permission. Permission to lean, to crumble a little. Permission to let your friends into the messy parts of your life. The I can't, and I'm so tired, and the I don't even know where to begin. Because when you hide those parts, we rob the people around us the chance to love us in the ways God designed them to. We all need someone to come in sometimes, to lighten the load, to speak life into our weariness, to remind us that our worth was never tied to our productivity. And maybe that's what I hope this video shows. Not that I'm some kind of good friend, but that we all can be. Love doesn't always show up in grand gestures. Sometimes it shows up quietly, in the form of hands wiping down countertops and picking up toys, a silent prayer while you're folding someone else's laundry, and saying with your actions, I see you. You do not have to earn rest. This wasn't just cleaning. It was ministry. A quiet kind, a gentle kind, a kind that meets your friend right where they are. And maybe that's the kind we need more of. Not more perfection, not more pressure, but more people who say, I see you, I'm here, let's do this together. So whether you're on the giving end or the receiving end today, don't let pride keep you from the gift of community. And don't let fear keep you from being loved. Let people in. Let grace carry you, because that's what we're made for.